Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we're here to look at the new eyeshadow quads by Cle de Peau. Now this is my second luxury eyeshadow review in a day. Yesterday I did the new Saint Laurent eyeshadow quads, so you can refer back to that, and we're going to kind of talk about how they relate to one another because I have had a little bit of a backup of new product. So pardon me as I take time to get to everything and fit everything in. We're going to talk about these guys today. You're going to laugh a little bit because look at what I'm showing you these in. Yeah, I bought the refills. I don't always trust Cle de Peau. As I said yesterday in my Saint Laurent video, sometimes I side-eye super luxury brands because I think, what are you doing? And you're charging a lot for it. And I have no problem. I pay my $90 or more, whatever it is now, for Tom Ford. I pay my money for Chanel, I do, and I know what I'm getting and I trust the brand. But sometimes, especially with Cle de Peau in the past, though I've loved so many things the brand does, sometimes I side-eye them for the price, I really do. I feel the same about Westman Atelier. There's quite a few brands that I feel that way about. There are 12 color stories in these new Cle de Peau quads, and I think I picked up 2, as you can see, and I think they're absolutely lovely. But if you buy the color story with the case, it is $110. You can buy the case alone for $35, and what I did, I absolutely cheaped out, full transparency. Just for review, I bought 2 refills. That way I was able to buy them for $75, and they do come in a case that closes and uncloses. It's not very luxurious, and I would do well to buy a $35 empty case to switch out with which one I was using, but I will admit to you, I did buy the $75 refills for review. 2 of the 12. They break down, Cle de Peau breaks down the colors into neutral categories, cool and warm. I have purchased 1 cool and 1 neutral. I purchased, and we'll look at some swatches, don't worry, but I purchased the Azure Blue Sea, which is obviously very cool shades and kind of unique for me. I don't generally wear a lot of blue. My complexion and hair color don't really suit it, but we're going to give it a try today. I thought it would be fun, and we'll see how they perform. And I also brought a neutral shade to us today, and this is the Seagrass, which is, I'm currently wearing it right now. Matches the top I'm wearing. These are these more neutral, kind of olive and army green shades, which you know I love. So yes, I cheaped out and bought the $75 refill, and yeah, I can go back and get a $35 empty case to put these in, or you can buy with the case, a beautiful case, for $110 each. But that is very pricey. So I was like, what do these have that you can't get elsewhere? And we'll talk about that after the 2 demos that I'm going to do. But let's first take a look at these in both studio and natural lighting. So here we have these as you see them laid out in the pan on my arm in studio light. We have the Azure Blue Sea on the left, obviously, and Seagrass on the right, the more neutral shades. And there they are in studio lighting. But to really see them and really focus in on the texture of the shadows, let's take these outside into the warm California sunshine. Here they are in natural lighting, and I think that is just where you will see them better. Obviously, you can tell which one is Azure Blue Sea and which is Seagrass. That's pretty obvious there. And I try to kind of zoom you in there so you can see the way those shadows are. I will tell you that these look beautiful. The satins perform and they're absolutely lovely, but that doesn't take away the side eye that I tend to give to super expensive luxury brands. Even though my channel is devoted to high-end and luxury, when we're spending $110, we do have to maybe step back a little bit and rub our chins thoughtfully. So let's go ahead and go to the demo, and then after that, we'll have a little chat. Stay right there. Let's start out with a very blue look from this lovely Azure Blue Seas. Blue is not usually my go-to. Those of you, I'm going to start actually with this shade right here and the Sonia G brush. Those of you who are familiar with my channel will know that there's not a lot of blue on my channel. I'm not a blonde with kind of rosier skin and blue eyes, but you don't have to be, and I'm kind of hoping to prove that. And what I'm doing here is just putting a really gentle layer of this light blue almost as a base, just to kind of, let's play with some blue. I have some bright pink lipstick on, and it will be pretty. It's never going to be my go-to, but I thought it was super interesting, so I thought let's go for it. I'm actually going to take that same brush and go into this pearly shade here and just kind of put this into the inner corners. I'm just playing around with this now just to see what we can do with this really, these are such pretty colors, but they're generally not what I think of as mine. And right now I look into the camera and it feels very kind of retro 60s meets 80s, and not in a good way. So let's see if we can maybe step that up a little bit and bring it into today. And I'll take that here, this shade right here, same brush, why not? And let's just accentuate the outer corners of the eye and see if we can kind of give this a little bit more of an updated look, and not like I'm going to do some sort of do the mashed potato out. That was a 60s dance for those of you who don't know. Okay. No, I wasn't there. I can hear my kids in the back of my head. I was not there in the 60s, but some of us watching were. Okay. So we're getting something. I still got to tell you, I'm not a huge fan of blue. I'm not. I'm going to put a little bit more of that shade into the crease. Now, in terms of performance, gorgeous. Color choice, well, that was me who chose these colors. I just thought it would be super interesting, and I wanted to see what they'd be like. And they're working really, really well. I feel a little bit like, was it Mimi from the Drew Carey show? Do you guys know the character I mean? I'll try to find a photo and put it up there. Okay. Let's go underneath with this super dark shade. And I'm just trying to use all the colors. Really, I would probably do, let's use this darker blue here in the corner as well. I would probably do a different type of, maybe even a one and done look. I just kind of wanted to use all the shades, and there's a reason that I'm doing this one first. Look, it's pretty, and these blue shades are gorgeous. If you are someone who really likes blue eye makeup, I could see that this would be gorgeous on you, and it's certainly an updated, this beautiful satiny formulas. For me, I mean, you know, unless I use this in a different way as like a one and done, and actually with the right mascara, the right outfit, the right hairstyle, I mean, I think it could be beautiful. It won't be my go-to for every day. That's my shade choice, but do they perform well? Absolutely. All right, I kind of want to dive more into the more neutral kind of army green type shades, a little bit more me. So let's go to that next. Okay, I think you can tell that I'm a lot more excited for this palette. And it's not that I can't wear blue. Anyone could wear anything. There's no rules here. It's just, as you can tell from the shirt I'm wearing, I just prefer neutral or even warm. I'm just not a blue one. So let's go ahead and try this palette here and see if I like the results a little more. You guys know. Okay, so I'm going to start here with this beautiful, beautiful shade right there. And I'm just going to put this all over the eye. This is there's a lot of shimmer to it, and it's very golden. And I'm going to get something into the crease after, but I just kind of want to almost prep the eye with this really pretty shine. In much the same way, I'm going to put it into the inner corners too, in much the same way that when I use a dewy primer, such as the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, I will also put that onto the lids first as well. And that's just what I'm doing there. Then I'm going to go in here with this more matte shade, same brush, no need to create brush laundry. And I am going to take that and run that mostly towards the outer part of the eye, but also in the inner crease, and I'm already so much more comfortable. I don't like blue, you guys. You know, you've all transformed me to purple because I have green eyes, and we green-eyed monsters are supposed to wear purple. So you guys have definitely pushed me towards purple, and I'm not sorry for it. I don't know if you could push me towards blue, and I don't think there's going to be a lot of you out there that try to, because it's not necessarily the best color for me, let's be honest. Okay, I'm going to go under the eye with the same green shade, which I am absolutely loving. So again, I'm not denigrating the performance of the blue shades. That was just my choice because I thought it would be fun. Just not feeling it so much. Okay? So far, we have used these two shades, and what I want to do now is I want to take this shade here and I want to kind of just put it into the inner portion of the eye. It's kind of dark, but I like that. Out and then out and over the crease. Now we're getting kind of dramatic and fun. And then, last but not least, this really dark shade here, which is almost like a green black. I just want to get into the outer corner just to define things just a little bit. This is almost like a true forest green. I am so much happier with that shade. That's much more of a me look. But in terms of performance, they are both absolutely beautiful. I will be wearing this one a ton, and I'll pick up the case to support it as well. But just to try them out, you know, it comes in this case too. I know, it's the Cheapies Club, but I just wanted to review them and see what I thought first. Beautiful performance. Do I see these as, say, performing better than a brand like Viseart? No. Yesterday I reviewed the YSL and I thought those were a lot more dynamic, and $68. This is $110 with the case, $75 without the case, and you know, it does defeat the purpose of having a luxury eyeshadow if you're carrying it around in this. I admit it. So in terms of price, I think that Cle de Peau, these are beautiful and they work, they're exceptional and they look lovely. But I think the color choices and the arrays that they have are lovely, but I think you could get that in, say, Viseart, certainly. And Viseart would be maybe a comparable formula, which is why I grabbed for Viseart there. Cle de Peau is definitely luxury for luxury's sake, and I like Cle de Peau, but I've never loved them. I think they are really kind of out of reach luxury, but you know, certainly I was able to make it more affordable by doing the Cheapies Club version, and that will be up to you, and they perform really beautifully. But you know, if I had to choose YSL or these, I think the YSL are more unique. I think I could use this a lot more on an everyday basis than those real sparkly YSL shades. But they, what's the term that they were using for so long? The YSL gave me more joy to hold in my hand than these do. But I do believe these are beautifully performing. So if you're a Cle de Peau fan, I don't think you'll be disappointed. If you're looking at an entry point for super luxury eye makeup, I would head towards the YSL. I thought that made me happier, felt a little bit more special. But these do perform well. So I'm, you know, kind of going mixed back and forth, but I would love to hear what you guys think. I mean, that's what makes us a community. So leave your comments below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. If you haven't already done so, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button, though I know YouTube recommends channels you've watched already. If you actually hit subscribe, it helps me and my channel to grow, and I would really appreciate your help in doing that. Also, come say a big hello on Instagram, TikTok, and now on Threads. And don't forget that you can become a bigger part of this YouTube community by becoming a channel member for behind the scenes info and gossipy weekly lives just for members. Plus, you can also give super thanks. But hey, in any way that you choose to be here, please know that I'm thrilled to have you, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye-bye.